I thought this week might be a little slow, but that lasted about 12 hours because the other me was detained by Metro officers on Fremont Street. On the other hand, Matthew had a pretty good day, including seeing his name in lights at the plaza and getting his first hand pay. Cal Christie was terrified that he would test positive for COVID, not because of his health status, but Vegas status. So he stayed at home for 2 weeks before leaving the UK for Vegas. Now that is a Vegas vlogger. After 648 days away from Vegas, Cal Christie gets a hand pay on day one with China Shore's Great Stacks at Planet Hollywood for $1,400, which is his second biggest hand pay. After a night of drinking at a dive bar, Dell goes to the View Bar at the D at around 4:15 a.m. and has 4 Bud Lights in the next 2 hours while playing video poker nonstop. But then he gets cut off at about 6 a.m. while wanting another Bud Light. Is that fair? Christina had possession of the ring for the proposal at Granny Fest, so Seeking Vegas Sunrise had content that others did not, including Kino nervously standing by before he changed his life forever. The lady of the ring would be Candy. I promise I will not show another version of this surprise until the next vlog. Alice does a group slot pull with Brian Christopher Slots on her last full day in Vegas. Lindsay and Michael return to Vegas for the first time in 617 days, and on day one, they get their biggest slot win ever at Cosmo on Dragon Link Silk Road. Danny spends some time with the low-rolling Duffy. Then, for his 46th birthday, he hangs out with Duffy, Handpay Cal Christie, and Man of the People Travelzork. Bill and Lisa are with their kids on this 2-day trip. Matthew and Kid take a ride on the Walkalator, or at least that's what Kid calls it. Then they ride Slotzilla before Matthew goes to Oscars with a few friends, sees his name in lights at the Plaza Hotel before getting his first hand pay at the Cosmo for $1,200. Not a bad day. Callie arrived at the Excalibur for day one of her October trip, and Steve D was a big help in getting her settled in. The Kinos arrive for their Halloween trip as they take care of wedding business, and they say hi to Matthew while giving him a gift for his baby. But did he like the gift? For Fremont Friday, Mark hangs out with Hunter S. Thompson and Julian. Jason and Kaylee had a pretty good day 8 at Red Rock. Who says adults can't love chocolate drinks? Cal Christie, who works in IT, is not happy about the process to buy food at Resorts World or in getting a player's card because he says it's too difficult. Technology should make life easier. But he does like the food and gaming at Resorts World. Nothing is better than watching your hometown team on opening day. It was a golden night as Vegas Best Ideas and the visiting team, the Seattle Kraken, were both at their first NHL game. The slot freaks who are from Seattle gave Tamara and Gord the tickets. Lindsay was in her robe during the intro on the Cosmo balcony, but she didn't notice a dude washing the windows right beneath her. They went to the Bryan Adams concert later on at the Wynn, and before the concert, a lady fell on the stairs and was upside down on the staircase for about an hour, and Bryan Adams came out to be with the lady while the start of the concert was delayed. Is Penny's losing his soul? He called a $14 pretzel a really good deal. Joe with a great view of the proposal at Granny Fest. You could almost imagine what it was like. Candy must have been upset with Joe's angle because she gave him the finger. Also, isn't this the truth? On proposal day, the guy is kind of out of the picture. The Trooper has lost that tourist-like excitement for Vegas after 7 years in town. Michael discovered that he is not in the top 3 of Lindsay's favorite things. Things you learn when there's too many adult beverages involved.
At Excalibur, mealtime is a feast of fine foods. The Round Table continues the tradition of abundance and value. Breakfast $2.99 featuring fresh squeezed orange juice and hot eggs Benedict prepared before your eyes. Lunch $3.99 and dinner $4.99. A bountiful selection of hot and cold entrees offered with hand-carved roasts hot from the oven. The Round Table at Excalibur, setting the standard of excellence in buffet dining.
Ninth Island Connection goes on a scavenger hunt to find the 17 artifacts that are at Main Street Station, including a piece of the Berlin Wall. Josh and Rachel have cotton candy as an appetizer. How bizarre. Amanda and Chad talked to Plaza CEO Jonathan Jossel and marketing manager Lisa Melmid for about 30 minutes, which included how they got started at the Plaza. Stephen talks about how the local media practices access journalism by underreporting or ignoring bad news about casinos so they can maintain their access to casinos. According to Mark, he was live streaming at Fremont Street last Monday night when a troll called the police saying that Mark was making threats during his live stream. The Metro officers came up behind Mark and detained him before they identified themselves. Mark was held for about 35 minutes on Fremont Street before being released. Thank you for all the messages on the breaking news. I don't cover live streams day to day like I do the daily vlogs, but I will cover important news or information that is in a live stream if I hear about it or happen to see it live. Jacob finds out what it will take for the mask mandate to go away. Tim compares the different flamingo rooms. Andre tells you how to get into a nightclub. Granny tours a Jackie Gone suite, which is where Jackie lived from 1980 to 2014 when he owned the El Cortez. Granny also interviews General Manager Adam Weisberg, and they talk about the hotel and Vegas vloggers. The sparkly holiday pops are out, and the 3 new flavors are peppermint mocha, hot cocoa, and Mexican hot chocolate. Grumpy Dad has been waiting 18 months to return to Vegas, with his arrival coming next month after 2 cancellations. Alan spends the day at Valley of Fire State Park, which is about 1 hour northeast of Vegas. This week, Lisa and Drew posted a playlist of vlogs from 2011 to 2013, which are their oldest vlogs, which includes the Siren Show at Treasure Island. Pennies with a rock-solid tip. Also, starting in December, Pennies will be doing a trivia contest live stream about Vegas every Saturday. 1 member and 1 subscriber will each win a $10 gift card. Members can win both. Chrissy goes to the Mob Museum on the 1 day per year that is free to the public. Jeff makes a quick run through every casino under the Fremont Street canopy, but Jeff doesn't physically run through the casinos, much to my disappointment. Chris was going to stay overnight at the Cracker Barrel next to the Silverton Casino, but Chris found out at 10 p.m. that Silverton owns the land and they don't want RVs parking overnight, so he had to leave early the next morning. JR's next visit will be in March for the Keno wedding from March 17th to the 23rd. Lindsay goes through the process to travel from the UK to the US. According to Lone Wolf Rick, the cheapest ATM at a strip resort is $3, while most strip ATMs charge $7 to $10. Josh and Rachel do all 3 rides on the Strat with the Kenos, and one of them was very nervous. The faces give it away. Norma with a rare vlogging tour of the Neon Museum. She checks out the oldest sign in the Boneyard, thinks about her future, and also does a night tour. Ace finds out that 2 limo companies are actually the same company with different prices, but is the service the same? Jacob talks about the slowest and cheapest times to visit Vegas. On Saturday, Beth posted the first vlog of the Bellagio Garden Holiday Edition, which has a point-of-view video of the toy train going through the garden, which opened on Saturday and goes until January 1st. Lacey was in the Vegas Vicky contest for Halloween at Circa. Dale and Paula check out the Barbie Expo at Crystal Shops. JT talks about the show ticket price gouging with the service charges and service taxes. Tamara and Gord now have a live snow cam at their vacation home for their behind-the-sheets live streams. Here are the vloggers with 5,000 subs and the vloggers in the 1K sub club. And here is the occasional look at the vloggers with more than 99 subs. There are some great vloggers on this list. Do yourself a favor and check out a few that you haven't watched yet. As mentioned earlier, starting in December, Pennies will be doing a weekly trivia contest live stream about Las Vegas on Saturdays. Here are the vlogger events. There is some nice British summer weather for the UK vloggers coming up in the next 10 days. And here are the monthly averages for Vegas.